Hey everybody, welcome back to another Roblox Lulu scripting video, and today I have something that could be used, no, it will be useful for any cafes, restaurants, or really any role-playing games that, I don't know. But I've seen for the past few days, I rejoined some old Roblox games, cafes, whatever. It turns out that they moved on from the traditional tipping system, so it's a good thing though, because now the group owners, the CEOs don't get the Robux anymore if they tip because it didn't make sense before. Like you're tipping the person who served you, but they're not getting the Robux if that makes sense. The group will. But now there's a way for the people that's working themselves can like actually get the tips. So let me show you a quick demonstration. So a lot of there's a few things to go over really. So since I don't have two players, so another person with me, I'm gonna do a test on my own. But I know it obviously makes like you shouldn't be able to tip like yourself. But this is only for demonstration purposes. So the first thing is this little button right here that you can view. It sets up. You can view all your available T-shirts, pants. I think just T-shirts at the moment. T-shirts and whatever. Um, like that. So how this works is you set up people donate to you, but in terms of donate, it's like a donate me game basically. They buy your shirts, so you get the Robux. So if I hold E on myself, pretend I was like another player, I would see this viewing Pokecedgo's tip options, or viewing whatever players whoever you're tipping. It would then display whatever like available assets they have. If they don't have anything, it will be empty. But if they do, they have this. So first, let's do this one, 5 Robux, since it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna show you the 5 and then 1,000. So I set it up where there's a major, minor, and a private donation um option in terms of announcing it. So let me show you. This is going to be the minor announcement. So I'm gonna do like that. Purchase that. Donated. Disappear. Pokecedgo donated to Pokecedgo. 5 Robux. So I'm gonna be Pokecedgo donated to whoever. In the space of Robux like that. So that's a minor announcement. The next one is a major announcement. You can change obviously, but in terms of this code right now, anything above or equal to 1,000 Robux will be considered as a major announcement. So both major and minor announcements do get displayed in every single player at that moment. And there's actually a queue system that I've implemented. So if a person donates and the little announcing is happening and somebody else donates during that, it will play that after this one is done or whatever. It's like a queue system basically for the announcements. So every people that donate gets announced. The private announcement is the same way. I'll show you how it works. But basically, just assume it just says Pokecedgo has donated to whoever. No, Pokecedgo has donated 10 Robux, whoever. Like that will only display to the like person themselves that the person donated to. Um, anyways, so let me go over the whole thing. So the main thing right now you need to know is I guess the announcing. I'm gonna get that off the way. Purchase handling. So basically, I've been trying to comment more in my code so you guys understand somewhat some things too. So I left a little comment right here. So if you want every time someone donates to you, so okay, basically if the announced donation is true, if it's true, then the checking if the donation amount is over or under this value right here will happen. If this is set to false, it'll assume that everything, well, no matter what amount of Robux is a private donation. So I'll only display it to the player the person donated to that they donated to them privately. So I'd leave this to true, so it makes it more cool, I guess, in terms of game display. So I'd leave that value to true, so it shows all the major and minor donation things I just showed to you guys. Um, this is a queue system. This is how it works. It just iterates through and waits after every single one is every announcement is completed. Again, get product cost is just a function that returns the cost of the asset in terms of the ID, the parameter. The parameter here is the ID of the asset. Well, you'll get that more here. So how this works is every time somebody buys the donation, this thing gets prompted, and you get the asset ID and its purchase. So basically, long story short, on all right. So basically, I would call that function get product cost, so you can have a value to reference from in terms of the cost of the item. It checks if it's greater than this value. You can change that to however you want. Greater than 1,000 Robux donation is a major announcement. Less than that is a minor announcement. Or if the announced donations equal to false, then it's going to be the private announcement. Insert all the information for that, the asset, the purchase ID, the name, the person donating to, and the announcement type into a table. And then we are going to call the process announcement function and then fire all clients actually, the remote event of all those parameters. And that gets handled right here in assets and folder. So that gets handled right here in the main handler, which is right here. So not that one actually. It's gonna be this one, right? There's a lot of code, but these all do the same thing. If you want to change how certain things like animate and look like, you just change, you know, the else statements to whatever you want it to look like. Again, this is a private donation. That's why it checks if the player is actually the recipient of the donation. So it only displays to that player. So yeah, this is pretty self-explanatory. I called the get product cost function, so I get the cost of Robux, change the avatar image label to the avatar ID, little tweening here and there, make it look cool. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. To get product cost. Anyways, yep, that's the close button. Alright, so let's get to the main code of the actual UI. So it's just a very simple system to make. I didn't see any tutorials on it in Roblox that I know of or in the dev forum. There is a donate me system that's out there, but it seemed a little outdated. But anyways, so upon joining, so this is the main code right here. This is a main server script actually. So upon joining, every player is gonna create a proximity prompt on every single player when they join, just the way a person would tip player by going up to them. I saw a cafe. This inspiration from a cafe that I saw. Oh, no, restaurant. My bad. They did it this way. Every worker or every player. Oh yeah, I just realized that. So if you only want workers to have this, guys, you just gonna do like, if you want workers only, do an if statement. So like this. Like you're gonna do like if player that get rank or in group ID. So like whatever minimum you want, then or player is in group greater than whatever 2, or you can do like player is in group. You can do it like that and then add an end in the other side here. But that's the way to make it if you want it to like group only, which would make sense if you want it like that. Sorry, my eyes are really itchy right now. Oh my god, sorry. Yeah, prompt triggered connect function. So yeah, that just controls the proximity prompt. If the player holds it or 1 second, it'll fire to the client of the person that activated it, of the player name, and all their assets in terms of all the available shirts that's available to be purchasable, or pants or whatever. Subcategories, if the system will show shirts, pants, and t-shirts of whatever they made. In terms of Roblox marketplace, each shirts, pants, t-shirts, they're called categories, and each of them are equivalent to a certain value, and those values for shirts, pants, and t-shirts, I think in that order, I might be wrong, would be 2, 11, and 12. Get content function right here basically just gets the. Actually, I don't even need. Do I need to save this? I don't think I need to save anything. Anyway, just leave that in here because this is from a dev forum. that form code right here, this specific one right here. But I don't think we need to get this, but this is really important right here. This is how we get the information of the asset ID, and this is how we retrieve all the information. Wait, T-code. Yeah, no, we do need this. Yeah. So insert, it returns the contents of whatever of the t-shirts or whatever, when we call it here for the proximity prompt and fire that. So that's how we get the ID. Now we go back to the main handler. So we call that in, change the text to like whoever you're viewing inventory right here, destroy any existing buttons, have a little cooldown by the way. That's implemented here. And then we're gonna call this function create asset button. We're gonna create a button for every single asset that they have individually, so you can adjust that here. And there's the clone is underneath right here, so how you want the button to look like in a scrolling frame, or the frame to look like in the scrolling frame or the list or whatever, you know. Then obviously if they click it, prompt purchase function will just prompt them, the thing. Yeah, it's very simple. This is just the inventory. It's exact same thing, just you can't click and buy it because you just, this button is just this script is the exact same thing as this, but just when you press this, you can just view your own inventory, so you see what others will see, what others would see if they try to tip you. Um, yeah, it's really simple. That's basically it. These are the events. I know it's a little messy, but yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool way for you to like to spice up your any role play games, cafe games, restaurant games, or whatever games. You can change this to like even like little tip jars in your cashiers, and you can have the people that work there. If you want that, I can do that. Part two, like the video. But basically, workers can set up their own registers, and they can set up their own tipping jar. And when players tip, click the tipping jar of that said register, it'll show up their inventory. And yeah, that's another way to go around about this. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't think I missed anything, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace out.